Hi, I'm Dean Walker, founder of a little organization on the interwebs called Living Resilience, and also the Poetry of Predicament podcast, which is a YouTube channel. So there's a few different ways that you might have ended up listening to or watching this brief video about the most recent offering here in Living Resilience. It's a year-long program. It doesn't mean that you have to be there for every second of the year-long program, but it is 12 months of offerings that invites whoever the participants are that have signed up for this program to come together as often as 2 times a month or more. And those 2 times a month are the first and third Saturdays of each month. And there are 2 1-hour sessions back to back on the first and third Saturdays of each month from September 2024 to September 2025. If you're watching this after September of 2024, you're welcome to join in wherever you are midstream of that year-long program. And the point of it is, I'm going to go back to about 10 years ago. Was at a particular, really nicely done conference here in Southern Oregon, where I live. Shout out to Holly Trular, who created and produced that conference. Really a remarkable event. And one of the people who spoke at that event was a local uh, medicine man, if you will. I consider him a spiritual leader and extraordinary martial artist as well here in the Southern Oregon community. And he, like a number of other elders that I deeply respect in that time and before, called out that this would be a good time to take on inner work, the inner work, preparing ourselves for challenging times ahead. And the what was going on at that time was the Standing Rock uh, demonstrations, resistance to the pipeline that was going through their particular property in that time. And the way those people were being treated was extraordinary. And I had never seen this elder, this sacred elder, so rattled. And that was his word to describe the state that he was in. And he was suggesting that it was really getting down to the wire of the last ditch time that any of us could choose to do some inner work where we'd have enough time to actually substantially shift our way of being, shift our capacities to be present in the face of larger and larger circumstances and stressors. I'm was completely in agreement with him then, and I'm completely in agreement with him now, in that it may well be too late to try and take on this scale of personal growth, of inner work, of coherence with others, of building some sense of community, whether it's at the micro level between yourself and your loved ones, your own family, your own spouse, whatever level you can generate it, all the way out to community, to city, region. It really is, your guess is as good as mine at what the scale of impact can be for any of us to choose to build our capacity, expand our capacity to be present in the face of the stressors that are now occurring in this world. It's no question we are in some extraordinary times, and the existential concerns or issues that have built one upon the other over the decades, and for some even hundreds of years now. But especially in these past few decades, we have really stacked a number of existential threatening issues to have to face. And it is indeed the time to face them. And so that brings me back to who I am and what I'm doing. As this is again Dean Walker speaking to you, and from Living Resilience is the name of the little organization, and the Poetry of Predicament podcast, and a number of online trainings, and a number of offerings through that Living Resilience vehicle. So the big point of this particular video today is that we're offering a 1-year program that is designed to be a platform for anybody at any level of familiarity or engagement with these, let's call them the polycrisis, the multi-crisis, the existential stack of issues that we've created for ourselves to have to face these days. And this offering, which is called Islands of Sanity in a Mad World. This program is meant to be an offering of not only content, which is honed down to the absolute minimum. Why? Because every one of us is being hit full frontal with a fire hose of too much content of every kind, even the kind we most want and most need. We are in a time of too much content all the time. So I realize that I run the risk of being yet another part of that fire hose. But this is in addition to the content, which a person will be able to winnow out and selectively curate for themselves which aspects of the content they want to engage with in this program. But it is also meant to be a space of engagement together, a chance to come together and to intentionally, consciously sit in circle together, figuratively speaking, because this will all be happening in Zoom. We'll be invited to come together in these two-hour sessions on the first and third Saturdays of each month for the 12 months, or watch the recordings of them if somebody misses one of those sessions, and so on. This, I believe, is the beating heart of what is on offer here, what may be of use and value. Well, I absolutely respect and appreciate and have personally chosen and curated the content. And I believe that much of that content could be very, very useful and impactful and even transformative in these monthly sessions. But what I believe the beating heart of this program is our excuse, if you will, to be able to get together on these 2 Saturdays a month for 12 months, and then to be able to schedule little subgroup meetings whenever people want to do that. There's a private chat and sharing space that's available in this mighty networks environment that is the Living Resilience community space. And by the way, if you decide that you want to sign up or get more information, the link that you need to be able to get all the information you could want is down in the show notes. So again, there are so many elements in our world that are designed to keep us polarized, designed to break us up and break us apart, to find no solidarity or coherence amongst ourselves. It's actually been designed that way. Social media has taken it to an extraordinary degree. But the elements have been in place for quite some time to disempower people, especially as we want to come together for any purpose, whatever your political leaning, whatever purpose you might share with others. There is so much that is stacked against us to not do that and to not be able to make sense of these insane times, to not curate in a good and intelligent fashion the materials that could bring us together, that could bring us to a level of shared sense making. It is these things that we are attempting to do in Living Resilience and in this program, uh, and stacked up right next to our other introductory courses here in Living Resilience, which you will find if you were to sign up to be a member at any level in Living Resilience, and then perhaps join us in the Islands of Sanity in a Mad World course. So, to get back to the talking about the elder that was sharing, I don't know, roughly 10 years ago, and suggesting that this is really the last ditch time to come together, to build out our capacity to be present in the face of larger and larger stressors, to be able to create coherence amongst the people that we love, and actually create coherence amongst people we don't know, and perhaps most importantly, create coherence with those people with whom we disagree. These are elements of possibility. These are tracks you might take on and aspire to expanding, that you may engage with this work or with whatever work and whatever track works for you. We, of course, hope that you'll find usefulness and be attracted to the tracks that we've put together. But this is the time, whatever elements you're choosing to put together, to be more and more of service to the people you love in times that promise to become more and more challenging, perhaps on a daily basis. It sure seems like that from time to time. So again, you can find a link to all the additional information that you could possibly want, how to sign up for our online community space, how then to sign up for the uh, Islands of Sanity in a Mad World course and series. And bottom line is, I wish you well. I wish us all well. These are, no kidding, extraordinary times. And it is a time to be able to curate what smaller amount of information we choose to take on, and how we will engage our attention and presence in the world, and how we will relate with other people, and how we will build the skills of relating and skills of deploying our attention. These are all critical skills and choices in these times. So know that you are warmly welcome to check out this work, see if there's a fit for you. Whatever work you choose, I really sincerely wish you well. To be of service to those you love, to be of service to your own well-being and self-care in these times. Truly wish you the best. And so, again, click on that link in the show notes to get in all the information that you might need or want, and also to be able to ask me questions if there's anything that's not enough in this brief video. Thank you for your attention, and yeah, let's stand strong together. Let's choose our presence and choose our level of coherence with one another and with the earth, with the web of life itself. Those seem to be the challenges ahead of us. And so, again, wishing you well. in the face of those challenges.